Okay, and let's take a context for that. Imagine you guys are running the government's midday meal scheme. So the midday meal is a free lunch for all the kids attending government school. And you're like, okay, you know, if you're the king or the president or the prime minister, whatever, of this bioregion, your first responsibility is going to be that people's physical well-being is there, you know. So that's going to be food. That's the very first thing. And you start to, you know, you start to look and say, okay, well, let's explore local food. Let's explore a menu that's growing around here. So first thing on the menu, you could put this chaya, what we looked at, you know. Look at that beautiful plant. You see how lush it is? Yeah. You just keep putting that on the fence. The goats and the cows won't eat it. You know why? It has cyanide in the leaves. People are like, oh my God, well, why are you telling me that? I don't want to have it. But that's just a very, you know, that's ignorant point of view, because if you go a little deeper in the culture, Granny will tell you, boil it, and the cyanide is no longer cyanide. And then after you've boiled it, strain it, and then recook it with some, you know, garlic and some coconut and onion, and it's absolutely delicious. We put that in the thali, you know, we sell a lot of plates, and people are like, oh man, spinach is so good, wow, delicious. It's a bloody weed, you know, it's ridiculous. And then you see the next thing. You have something like this manatakali. Manatakali is a real weed. You know, you see the Tamil boys over here, look at their smiles. That smile is like, hey, that's my culture. This is like these are like my bros, you know. This is a community. And this community is an expression of Mother Nature's love for us, you know. So this manatakali, it comes once a year in the farm, and you say, oh, Manatakali has come, great, and you start harvesting. Last time we cooked for 100 people, and they all ate. Wow, Manatakali is so nice. It's a weed. Did we do anything to grow it? No. Does it grow on its own? Yes. Is it good for you? This is good for all stomach problems, ulcers, and it has a little black berry. So sometimes we make the effort to harvest the berries and we put them in the salad, and people are like, wow, so nice. It's another weed, you know. Another thing on the menu, let's stay with the spinaches, maybe the moringa, the drumstick spinach. You know, once a week, drumstick spinach. You know, you only, I think in a lunch scheme, in a midday meal scheme, make 5 or 6 meals in a week. So one of the main things is done, and it grows everywhere. You see, you know, for me, Indians are very smart, you know. They're running White House, NASA. You know, there's a Tamilian, no? She's got Tamil blood. What's her name? Kamala, no? And you know, and they're very smart. This is not difficult to do. This is logistics. You get a little lorry, you sign up all the farmers in 20 kilometers, you go around and you collect all the produce they have, bring it back to a cooking center and cook it. And all those farmers get a little premium because all that food is being made into another product, you know. It's absolutely, this is called farm to plate. It's the only way forward for farmers to be sustainable economically. But that drumstick spinach is one of the curries once a week. Then you'll have the actual drumstick pods. I think it's on the menu for lunch today. Ajo, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's really delicious food, you know. And then we have the drumstick flowers and even the seeds we use. Even there's a resin from the bark that we use. And then you have the bananas. So you have banana stem once in a while. You have the banana flower once in a while. We have a lot of plantain. So today there are chips for sale in the cafe if you want to get some of these delicious plantain chips that were cooked yesterday. Then you have the mango. So I don't look at mangoes as a fruit when I see that tree. First I see pachari. Pachari is a green mango chutney. It's like sweet chutney, very delicious. Then I see mangoes in my samba, in the curry, very delicious. Then I see mango pickles. Then I see ampana, which is a North Indian drink, what we call a sherbet, where they boil the green mango with a little cumin. There's a little black salt in it, and you drink it. It's very delicious also. And then of course you have the mangoes. And you keep going. There's the Burmese giant lady's finger. There's the rosella. The rosella, I think, I read about that some places in Africa that they roast the seeds and grind it and make it a coffee substitute. So we started to try it. It was amazing, you know. We put in some coconut milk, some jaggery. Again, it was a bit like a sort of a Horlicks, you know. But it was a waste product that normally people are just throwing away. And all of a sudden we have something that has another value to it. But also we have the fruit, which we call a calyx. We make syrup, we make jam. The leaves are supreme. You make a curry, a chutney. We put them in smoothies. Every day they're in the salads. And then what else we have? We have brinjals, we have turmeric. We have a whole bunch of different chilies. There's passion fruit climbing there. You know, there's so much food around us. Everywhere's a menu. And if many of these plants, right, when you stop to disturb the soil, when you stop to plow, when you stop to try and define nature and allow her to define herself, you start to see, oh, the custard apple came on its own. This mango grew on its own. I didn't plant this mango. No one in the farm remembers how this tree came. It just came. And we have a number of mangoes that grow on its own. We have jackfruit that comes on its own. We have guavas that come on their own. Papayas that come on their own. Papaya is probably, you know, if we were going to start looking at this midday meal scheme and we had to just take maybe 2 or 3 plants as an example, papaya would be the first one. Because you peel it and you grate it and it's in a salad. People go, wow, salad, what was